Becca. I'll be playing Elspeth the Bard, and once again, I will let the rest of the group introduce them how they feel.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'll be playing as the Sunblessed once again.
Hello, I'm Azuzu. I'm playing Copy, the Arcane Trickster.
I'm Scott. I'm Delta's DM for this evening.
I'm Sam. I'm Toto Half Pint, the half.
I'm Chaz. I'm playing Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock.
And I'm Dima. I'm playing Maka, the Wizard.
And I don't think we actually spoke about who would do the recap, so I'll volunteer myself.
Thank you.
So we flew away. Oh no, we carried on the spider battle. We managed to kill them, get rid of them. Maka used the big spell in her ring to blow up another ship and attract some friends. Good friends, not bad friends. Once the ship was clear, our cleric decided to attempt to control a ship he didn't have enough limbs for and did some damage to our ship. We then all had some conversations round and about the ship, found out what the orcs had been doing while we were fighting. Copy slapped a slave, or an ex-slave, and then we went through the interdimensional rifty thing to the demi-plane where our final destination is just in front of us. I believe that was everything. Did I miss anything?
Okay, so as we begin tonight, you're all slowly being flown towards the island fortress that the Githyanki have set up in this demiplane. Just a quick little recap. It is a floating island with a central keep in the middle, with a airship tower with all the gift ships either docked or floating nearby. There are woodland areas just outside of the keep on the island, providing a bit of vegetation and proving grounds for the Githyanki warriors for training and, well, that scenery never hurt anybody. As it will take a good 30 minutes of flight time to get to the tower from the opening that you approach from the Astral Sea. Out of game, we've already discussed the initial sort of planning stages, but for the sake of clarity and broader characterization, how do the party wish to proceed and prepare in the next 30 minutes?
I guess we'll be calling a meeting to discuss this, no?
Yeah, probably inform, obviously, the orc, the tiefling, and the two ex-slaves about what our plan is and if they can go with it.
I'll go and fetch the slaves, the ex-slaves.
Cool. Total brings up the ex-slaves, Viola the Druid and Marcus the Monk. Up to the top deck. Guessing Cloud goes and gets the orcs.
Yep.
And next, the Tiefling will kind of just follow along, going, oh, something's happening, I'll just tag along in the back. So we're always all on top deck.
So we're nearly at our destination. How are we going to proceed?
Well, how about those of us that can sneak, and those of us who can lie? And those of us who can't sneak go with the liars.
What is it that we need to lie for?
Well, we're not all going to be able to stealth in, and Gif here needs some prisoners to bring home with him. So, those of us that can play pretend very well can pretend to be the prisoners.
Do you have an idea of who's going to fulfill what role?
Well, I will perfectly happily volunteer myself to be a prisoner. I can be an expert liar when I need to be. The rest of you can decide between yourselves where you land. That might be our best bet to get us all in relatively safely.
I'm not smart enough to lie.
I'm not good enough with people to lie.
I'll lead the orcs and stay by Elderber's side.
What
I do
about
not
you,
really-
Maka?
Um, I'm not good enough with flying.
Then you can go with the stealth team.
Yeah, you can come with us.
I guess we should also explain to our new guests what exactly is going on. Giving a Toto a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my former slaves and just explain the situation. I'm just gonna say, I know I freed you. I want to get you safe, but first we're gonna have to do this. It's gonna be really dangerous. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to sneak or do you want to go in as slaves? It's your choice. Or you don't have to go at all. This is totally up to you. I'm not telling you what you have to do. You make your own decisions.
Although I will point out it is potentially unlikely we will be taking this ship home with us. So if you choose not to come with either group, you need to be able to find your way to wherever we leave.
I don't
They
know what you
both
guys are capable.
look at one another and step away from the main group and talk amongst themselves for a few moments.
What's the tiefling's name, by the way?
X.
X. E-X.
NYX.
N-Y-X.
Next.
Nix, okay. And I'll turn to him and go, and which are you better at? Being a sneaky bastard or lying your way out of a paper bag?
As you turn around, he's not there.
That answers that question.
He does peek out from behind like a barrel and goes, yeah, I think that kind of answers your question a little bit. Although I am quite handy at bullshitting once in a while. But my forte is more if kind of flicks his dagger between his fingers like sneaky and if need be. I'm guessing these yellow guys aren't exactly going to be up for card tricks and fortune telling.
You never know, may be able to persuade them round to it. I wouldn't suggest giving it a go, but you never know.
Hey, if they're running around with silver swords, I can make a pretty coin out of these guys. You never know. As he says that, you can see like the looming figure of Jehote kind of standing behind them, kind of like, don't push it.
And you, Jehote, how do you feel about having us pretend to be your prisoners? Do you think you'll be able to manage to pretend that we're your prisoners?
He gives you a straight look and just goes, what do you mean by pretend?
Ah, yes.
He stands there crossing his arms a little bit and goes,
You cut off there, Scott. You went crossing his arms there and goes, and then nothing.
that's it. He just starts crossing his arms and looks at you as if like, what do you mean by pretend?
Okay. So is that everyone assigned?
Could I pull Elspeth to the side?
Yes, my dear.
I do not like the idea of pretending to be slaves, particularly if you're going to leave yourself undefended.
We have had this conversation, my dear. I am not undefended. The only thing I need for my magic is myself and my voice. They want to take everything else away from me, they can, but they can't take that. And if they do, then I'm already gone, so. And I have Cloud, handy with a knife, and those scary green fuckers.
Fine, but I still do not agree with this necessarily. I'll be around if you ever get in a bind.
I have pretended to be worse. And I have actually been worse, so. But thank you for caring. And she'll wink at you and walk away.
I will also use my glamour-studded armor and my cloak of many fashions to transform myself to look a git
Okay.
using Jehote as a reference point. Plus, I'll physically transform myself as well, even though I'll be short.
I'm going to start weaving my disguise kit magic. We're using the disguise kit to make the orcs and Cloud and myself look like we've been through the ringer.
And I'll support her with that as well because I've heard this guy.
Yeah, I was going to say Cloud would support her.
I'm gonna check back in with the monk and the druid and find out what they're doing.
The discussion's getting a little bit on the not quite heated, but in a very kind of tense back and forth as you approach.
Maybe you should tell them why we're doing what we're doing out of character.
Yeah. I was just trying to. I was. I told them the whole story, but I'm trying not to just repeat the whole story, like in game. But yeah, I would have explained to them like the whole reason that we're doing it, not just that we're doing it for fun.
Persuasion check with advantage then.
Okay.
This is where we see where our roles are at today.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
We're all dead.
Now get the bad ones out of the way early.
That's when he kills us.
Well, the two of them, after seeing you kind of bumble up and go, hey, you know why we're actually doing this? Just so you can decide. They both kind of just look at one another again. You're kind of going, we're trying to talk amongst ourselves here, and they kind of go below deck.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave them to it for a bit longer. If they still haven't come up by the time we leave, then I'll get them one more time.
Congratulations, you've just pissed all your 20s right out the window.
Yeah, I know what that is about. Only one in there. Actually, no,
Oh,
three
there's
ones.
3 1s in there. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, it's going to be an average night. That's
If you really wanted to see, you would have rolled 1,000.
I'd rather not have the game crash on us in the middle of it, so let's get back to it.
yeah. You know very well I would do that.
Okay, so while you're all doing the orcs, basically going through costume and makeup right now for this little deception act, they're all going to inspire collectively, I was going to give like group inspiration to everybody, so at least one inspiration thing for each. So advantage on a roll of your choice. As they're all kind of just sitting there in their like, as you're kind of getting them all disguised chit, making it as if they're like been through the wars. They're kind of sitting back in like essentially the helm being used as a makeup chair. And each one of them's kind of singing a little merry little tune, which they all kind of harmonise with, and give you a little inspiration. So that's the thing.
Yay.
Who are the stealthers other than me and Toto?
You, Toto, copy, Maka, the tiefling, and then we don't know about the druid and the monk yet.
Okay, that's 5 people. I could use a spell. I can turn at least 2 of us invisible.
Cloud shouts over. Toto, over here.
Yep.
And Cloud reaches down to his ankle, pulls out the wand of invisibility, and hands it to you. I'll be wanting that back after this.
Alright, how many can this do? 4?
It's fully charged on 4.
Alright. Thanks. And
Don't get lost.
just be careful and make sure everyone's safe.
Once Elspeth is done making everyone up, she's going to change her clothes into sort of a shortish dress and just have it ripped and torn and make it look like she's just been someone they've pulled off the street. And then she's also going to take the ribbons out of her hair and tie each one of the ribbons around one of the invisibility people's wrists and just go, that's for good luck.
Why are you rolling, DM? Why are you rolling?
That's for the DM to know.
Calm your shit.
You know you can whisper those to yourself so we don't see them, right?
I know, but I like to make people panic.
Exactly. After that, Cloud will gesture for Elizabeth to follow him down below. And once they're away from Jehote, he will. If there's anything you want to hide, my dear, that you don't want taken away, and he will open up the handy haversack, put it in here.
I don't think I have anything that I would like to put in there. I mean, I'm just going to leave this useless thing, her rapier, down here, I think. I mean, this is literally useless. You've seen me, I can't hit for anything.
Well, it'll come in handy, and he'll just gesture for you to, as long as it's in the scabbard, to put it in the bag.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah, very careful and make sure you put it in the scabbard first.
Yeah, it's in
We
the
don't want any
scabbard.
mistakes.
And then once Cloud will put a couple of bits in the handy haversack, put it on his back, and ask you to help him make sure it's fully disguised on himself, hidden behind any clothes, or just so it looks like more of a hump instead of a bag.
I'll do that. Use my disguise kit to make him look deformed rather than carrying a bag.
And then once that's done, Cloud will use Mask of Many Faces to look like what Elizabeth looks like, but it's a bit more of an older, deformed version.
Oh gosh, you are going to get smacked. That's in character, by the way.
Oh, don't you worry, dearie.
I definitely prefer you looking your normal way, but this will do for now. How do I look? Do I look relatively prisoner-ish?
Oh, very perfect. Cloud will start moving back upstairs, but he only uses Mask of Many Faces literally on the on the covering of himself, so it's nothing too flamboyant or anything that can obviously be seen as an illusion. And he will wait on deck until they are closer to cast Flock of Familiars.
Oh. Is this one with fruit bats you want?
Yeah, when we get a bit closer, Cloud will summon the blade staff, hold it in front of him, start muttering a bit, and the scrolling on the wood that looks like just normal scrolling starts peeling off. 3 little branches sprawl out, open up, and turn into flowers. And in the middle, a little mote of light floats up, and a bat pops out of them.
I love that flavor text.
That's awesome.
And I've got 3 little fruit bats that fly off and land. One on Toto, one on Copy, and one on, I'd say, Macca. Shoulder sort of just snuggles into your light collar.
Sometimes you do some creepy shit, man. But it's awesome.
Yes, but I wish I had these when we fought those invisible stalker things. These things don't have to see to know where things are.
At that point, one of the bats makes a noise as it sees the monkey Buddha coming back up on top deck.
Oh, hi, have you... I don't want to rush you guys. We're getting pretty close. Have you made a decision?
Have. At
And
that point, the monk kind of goes, "You might want to gather around."
okay, I'm gonna call everyone over.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on, but everyone's gonna want to hear this apparently.
I'm going to very quickly turn to Jehote and go, could you be getting us chains, manacles, whatever you normally put your prisoners in? That would be fantastic.
Already got like a handful of them already ready to go.
Yeah, wait over there. We'll be with you in a moment. Basically, I don't want him to hear this, so...
Right, so everyone all gathers together. Little circle on the main deck of the ship, next to the helm. Marcus goes in first off, and in full view of everybody, Viola just slaps Copy across the face, just like absolute full on bitch please slap to the left side of her face.
Toto just claps.
I'll have a smirk on my face. That's Copy.
I feel like we missed something, but okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have wanted to do that, so...
I don't know what that was, but I like.
Cloud is just nodding to that. Mm-hmm.
After a large heavy exhale, the druid then pulls out a little bit of mistletoe that was stashed in her like outfit. As it disappears, a large bit of thin veiled shadows start to appear from everybody. That's without a trace.
Ah, yes.
Thank the Lord.
So advantage plus 10.
A +10 to your dexterity regarding stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. Tracks or other traces in its passage as long as you've got that bonus. But up to 1 hour, as long as the druid's got concentration.
Awesome.
That includes also the non-stealth members as well, because everybody's all here, with the exception of Jehote, who is overdoing final prep on the manacles and such. So as long as the druid does not break her concentration within the next hour, at least you've got plan B ready, which is get the fuck out of Dodge.
So, which group do you wish to go with? With that spell, I would assume you're more stealth-based, so will you be joining the stealthy group?
That's if they're coming at all. They may just be lending aid for us on this mission.
Both kind of look at one another and say, work better on our own for the time being. Many people here may be drawing too much attention, so me and Viola, and at which point she puts her hand on each one and goes, we'll be nearby, but doing our own thing.
I'm gonna take a step forward and just say, just keep an eye out for us. If we're making a quick exit, I'd like it if you came along as well. I don't want to leave you behind.
They both nod and go, hopefully see you on the other side.
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe, please.
At that point, you overhear Johoti say, we are approaching the keep.
I'm going to go
Right.
and take the manacles from him and start putting them on people.
Right, those who are going to be going invisible, please gather round. So, me, Toto, Maka, Copy, and a tiefling friend, correct?
Yes.
Right. I can do 2. Toto, if you could do the remaining 3 with the wand.
That leaves us with 1 in case anything goes wrong.
Yes, I do have extra spells, it's just better to keep it down to the minimum use.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I will point out, if you use the last charge on the one, you have to roll a d20 to see if it breaks or not.
Good? Ooh.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna use that one. Then I'm just gonna use the.
Yeah,
Well,
very
unless
good.
Scott
Stuff
says
up there.
otherwise, I just thought that was a general rule of thumb with magic items.
That's
There
a
is
gen-
a rule, I'll need to double check on it, but if you're going to keep one charge, we can hold off on that.
Yeah, I
technically.
believe it's a general rule for all ones. Once they've used all their spell slots, there's a chance for them to disintegrate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the minute, I'm keeping the 1. So if
Yeah.
it comes to that, then we'll have to. Scott, you'll just have to decide.
Right, so may light bend around you and hide you in sight. And I'll cast invisibility on me and Copy.
And I'll do myself, the Tieflin, and Macca's coming with us.
Mhm.
So I'll do Macca,
Yes?
the Tieflin, and myself invisible.
So I'm going to do the manacles loose enough that they can be easily dealt with, but tight enough that they don't look like they're loose to each of the barbarians and to Cloud.
Next check.
Oh gosh. Just a straight dex check.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yep. I think you'll do just exactly loose enough that people can get them off if need be, but tight enough that they don't arouse suspicion.
And as I come to Cloud, I'll go, well, I can think of more fun things to be doing with these, but maybe a later date.
When we get out, we've got a discussion to have and definitely have some fun with these.
And then she's going to turn to Jehote and go, well, I guess you need to put mine on then. And hand them to him and put her arms out.
He reaches behind that, goes, I have an alternative, and it's a collar one.
It's a what?
It's a collar, as opposed to like manacles.
Go for it.
Either that or the
Oh.
feline. Up if you feel uncomfortable.
I'll let him put it on me. It's prettier than the manacles.
On. Moments later, you can just see the relatively small ship you have start to dock next to a fairly larger one next to it in the tower. Clamps the docking ramp comes up, and Johorte beckons towards the ramp.
Everyone that's invisible, we're not going to be able to see where each other is.
Yep.
So,
Marco, Polo, just ran away.
yeah.
Out of character, I
Um,
want all of those ribbons back at the end of this game, so you better all fucking survive.
Elspeth better fucking survive so we can give them back.
Cool. So Johorte starts to lead the slave team, stealth team. Your first roll, isn't it? First collective roll.
So,
All with advantage because you're invisible, and the +10 because of pass without trace.
So that's 32.
32.
23 for me.
We need one from Maka.
And one more Macca.
Just in case you get a 19 or a 20. But there we go.
31.
31.
And
Two
for a
32s.
And for
tiefling.
the tiefling friend.
So 3 of the party just literally just disappeared from reality.
Oh, for fuck.
It's an advantage, he's invisible.
It's with advantage. Believe it or not, that's
Oh,
not the
fuck.
first time. Oh my god.
Fuck it.
It's a plus 17.
Oh my fucking
How does he have a +17 fucking stealth?
7
Right.
from Dex, 10 from the pass without a trace.
Ah, that
Yep.
makes sense.
That's gone straight into the Discord server when we're finished. That's
Right.
fucking unbelievable.
Why couldn't you save those rolls for when we're fighting the Gith Yankee? Or they're trying to spot us?
Oh, right. As the rest of the stealth team are all being sneaky, spread out. Next server happens to find the one loose plank on the entire docking area, trips, and staggers into a guard. And as the guard gets shoved, he immediately responds as that sort of like, combat training kicks in, and immediately flies an elbow and smacks Nix in the face, breaking his nose and exposing him in front of the entire docking area. Which immediately Johorte kind of just goes, not freezes, but he's kind of like, fuck.
No way.
And casts a very cautious eye to the party. Slave group and vaguely where the stealthed ones are, just to kind of like, this is not happening. Fuck.
I am slowly creeping forward, so I'm within 30 feet of the tiefling. I'm just waiting to see what happens.
I'm going to try and pass a message to Johorte and go, pretend he's a stowaway. Pretend he's a stowaway. Like you had no idea he was there.
Yeah, I'm doing the opposite of what Copy's doing. I'm trying to back.
Okay. What is spells? Fuck. Immediately just points out to the other guards like, stow away! Catch him! And the guard who initially broke his nose immediately just pounces on him and pins him to the ground.
You just hear the cackling from the back of the chain group. You stowed away on the wrong ship.
On that note, if we're doing things like this, so that'll do. Okay, as you just see, like another group of Githyanki warriors just move in and just pile onto the Nyx and drag them off. Not giving anything away. He's not making any sort of, oh, help me, guys.
This crazy
He's
lady at the back of the group just waving. Bye bye.
Waving how when her hands are manacled together? This is
Both
now
hands
an
are sort
image I want.
Both hands are sort of waving.
Cool. Jehote is trying not to like look back and pay too much attention. He's like, but he kind of subtly under his breath goes, "Stop acting like an idiot." After a few kind of tense seconds of that could have easily have been the absolute worst moment to happen ever, things settle down and the slave group are once again being led by Jehote into the tower.
How many
Elf
guards are
team.
there roughly?
Perception check, please.
Oh, sorry, I rolled out an advantage. That'll be a flat 17.
You look around and there are. I'll do a dice roll to decide this. It's random because patrol routes and all that kind of jazz.
200.
You're lucky. Some might be on the lunch break. Currently 10 warriors on deck in the docking area. All kind of just like going in like fairly well spread out. There's no area that there's not at least two within like dashing distance of each other.
Okay.
And the rest would obviously get there within short order, and there's definitely more within reach. So it's, if you're going to do anything, you need to be careful who you pick on and where, kind of tactically, because you'll go from, oh, there's only so many to, oh fuck, there's that many in a heartbeat. But yeah, how do you wish to proceed, guys?
I'm keeping my head down and following Jehote.
And I'm kind of flanking around them about like 30 feet away from them.
Just,
Always keeping a very active eye out for guards.
I'm just trying to look fucking terrified.
Yeah, I'm just kind of keeping a bit of a distance, but following the group. With just following everybody else, but trying to stay.
Yeah, just going to keep 20 feet back from the group, just following along, just keeping an eye out for like turns and whatnot that go off the path they're taking, just to be on the safe side.
Cool. After a few moments, you are led through the kind of main spiral staircase inside the tower. Like kind of cargo lifts, kind of moving things up and down the center of the spire for the tower over there, with small kind of like cranes and lifts being operated by some servants, kind of moving heavy load back and forth from the ships down into the main down below to the tower, which leads down an elevator running parallel with the spiral staircase that you've been led down. You can see certain Githyanki are kind of just walking around, just not leisurely because they're very uptight arseholes, but that's sort of like very sort of arms behind the back when they're not, paying much notice of you. He's just brazenly just strolling about. There's a bit of a atmosphere of there's not much of a rush to get things ready, but they're also kind of just like, no, we need to keep a general pace about things. And once you get to the bottom of the spiral staircase, they lead off into a part of the keep which has got like various, like, almost like a rampart over like a gorge area, which is like kind of a natural formation underneath the keep. Where upon a quick glance down, you can just see the kind of red scales and leathery wings of two young adult red dragons that were previously part of the raid on Westrun. Continuing over the rampart, you get to where the other slaves are, being held in a sort of like underfloor kind of cages. And as another Githyanki knight comes up to Johoteh, stealth team, make stealth rolls, please. And please, no one repeat what Nick's just done.
Still with advantage, still with the +10.
So that's a 30 for me.
28 from me.
35.
Maka stealth check with
With advantage.
34. She's fine. Okay, so you guys are all fine. Kind of, even while invisible, kind of hiding behind either like cargo crates, stonework, anything like that, just keeping out of sight, just in the off chance. Who has the highest passive perception in the stealth team?
That would be me, I believe, with 17.
It ain't me. That's
Yeah, I've got 11. What's Macca's?
13.
Okay, 17. You notice that there's a gentleman with cloak swung over one shoulder, dark orangey kind of reddish hair, a lot of scars, kind of brazenly walking through all the slave pens, kind of checking them all. So he comes to a certain one, opens up and goes, "You," and reaches in and pulls out. It's his twin brother. Looks at him for a second and goes, "So this is the one that matches the stowaway." Bring them both up to the demonstration grounds. Two knights come over and grab him by the one on each arm and drag him off to an area which is, he gestures, just above where the slave pens are, which has got several smaller cages and cells dotted around it with a kind of half circle kind of entrenchment. So it's like, well, you can only kind of figure that if someone gets dropped in there, they're going to make a public display of them somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow that.
So Copy's going to follow off. Anyone else in the stealth team want to do anything?
I'm just saying where I've got an eye line of Cloud and Elspeth. Just as long as I can see them, that's where I'm gonna.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm literally just going to scan the room, see what access points there are, basically which directions jailers and whatnot might come from.
So you've just came from the kind of south rampart. There is another one to the north and another one to the west. Not sure where they lead, but those are the two other access points. Mac, has anything in particular you want to do whilst you're still stealthed?
Not for now. Just follow the others for the moment.
What does the slave team do? What are you guys kind of doing whilst you're...
Are we being taken into slave cages or such?
They are kind of taking you guys to the demonstration area where there's the other sort of normal kind of cages and cells. The underfloor ones are where they actually keep the slave after they've had a wee bit of a once over.
I'm just going with it.
But we can see where they're keeping the slaves, correct?
Make a perception check. As you're looking about and taking the occasional glance downward, you can see just there's people of all shapes and colours and races all kind of scattered about in these underfloor cages. And you can recognise a couple of them with the attire and spotting one or two of the city shields. That there is in fact quite a few that were from Westrun in this area.
Alright, with that, I'm gonna sort of being linked with the bats. I know Copy's headed off following the Nix's brother, so I'm gonna sort of communicate, get the other two bats that's on Mac and Toto, and start getting them to nudge them in different directions to start having a look around, just like to find out sort of ins and outs of this area, how to get to different parts of the docking area, where else do these lead, but just definitely keeping an eye out as well to watch their back at the same time.
Yeah. No, sorry.
I was about to say, Elspeth's just going to be keeping with the flow here.
Yeah. Can I see in the cages? I can't remember if you said we could or not. I want to see if there's anyone I recognise from anywhere that isn't Westrun. Basically, I'm looking to see if I recognise anyone from him on, because they did say, or beardy tentacle chick said that they might hit him on. So
You're looking around and you don't really notice anyone that you would immediately go, okay, they're obviously from him on because of this or that.
cool.
So what was it you were about to do there?
I was just gonna take that nudge from the bat as a cue to kind of just look for exits, like quick exit strategy, and also I want to find out if I can see where any kind of keys to these cages are, if somebody's like got them or if they're held somewhere or something like that. I'm just looking for an exit and the quickest way to get everybody out.
Make a perception check. I reckon that just by looking about and kind of observing that the western kind of rampart is probably the best way to get people out of the keep itself at the moment with present information, but the actual quickest way out properly and escape is probably up the tower and onto a ship. But getting everybody out and kind of the quickest way out of the keep physically itself is the west gate.
Okay. What
As
about
for
keys?
finding the jailer or one of the jailers, because one thing you do notice that while you can't see who's got the keys, you do notice that several of the different there's like multiple sections and each section has a different lock.
All right, I'm just gonna keep a lookout for anyone with keys or a key or a ring of keys or just any way to get these open.
So, as you're keeping an eye out, the new arrival slaves are being brought into the next to the cells in front of the demonstration area. As you're all being led into like different ones, the orcs get split up among a couple of the cells. Cloud and Elspeth are put into the same one, and it smells like something has been burning in here. Oh, the faint smell of something burning. It's been put out for a while, but it's not quite been cleaned up properly.
Can I have a look around, sort of sneakily have a look around the cell and see where that smell is coming from?
Turn round and immediately becomes clear that there's scorch marks on the back wall and part of the floor, with what looks like charred remains of someone lying on the floor. As you take a little step closer, you see that the head has been stamped into the floor to the point where the kind of cobblestones behind it have actually been impacted like half a foot.
Okay. Trying not to react to the sight of a dead body, she's gonna edge away ever so slightly. She's trying to be really sort of, I'm the slave, I'm terrified. Maybe she'll start sort of backing towards the back wall because it's away from the front of the cage, and just see if she recognises the body at all.
Make an insight check.
No. Roll 20, I do not want to cast command. Thank you.
I demand this corpse tell me who it is.
At 22.
Even after being incinerated and then pummeled into the ground, you figure you know who it is. Blue boy. Visca book reader. At least what's remaining of him.
She's going to take one hell of a deep breath and just sort of lean against the back wall and square her face into, just go into a shell, and she's going to be an actress. She's going to be exactly what she should be doing, which is being terrified and being a slave. Inside she's a mess, but outside barely anything's changed.
As you're leaning against the wall, you can just hear a voice from an adjacent cell just kind of like, "Do not be afraid, my child. Put up a fight until the bitter end." By fighting, he means like firing off verbal weapons like they were like, going out of fashion. And as he leans up to the end of his cell, leaning into yours, full of bars, you can see he looks like a Githyanki, but not quite. Instead of having the pluming hair going up the way, he's got like sideburns and like goatee and bald head.
Okay.
Would Cloud be able to recognise what he is from the research that he did?
Make a history check with advantage. $18. You know exactly. He's a Githzerai, the counterpart species. The splinter off species of the Gith that are the kind of opposing side to the Githyanki.
Cloud just sort of starts just wandering around the cage and just looking at the different cells around us and everything to see what different creatures from God knows where are here.
Look around, and with the Zerai on your left side, on your right side is the Orcs. That's all you can kind of see in the demonstration area cells right now. But as you look out to the demonstration area, you can see both Nyx and Styx are now side by side on their knees in front of the demonstration area, with the red-haired gentleman who, if Toto, I'm trying to remember who it was, Toto definitely, and Cloud, I think, Azzy, all bumped into this guy before at the trade port.
Oh yeah, the big guy.
Yeah. We all recognise him from the trade port. It was him that was doing the whole bring the other one with us. Did not look pleased at Nyx or Styx right now. Stealth team, make another stealth check, please.
Uh, 30.
29.
I think Maka is AFK. If you want to roll for a Scott.
Roll. Roll 19. So 29. So you're all fine.
Sorry, just quickly. Where's the Druid in all of this?
They didn't come with us.
They didn't come with you, they went their own way.
Isn't Pass Without Trace, they need to be within proximity?
Only to cast it, I'm pretty
Only
sure.
to cast it.
Ah, okay.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you for the duration, which is 1 hour, or until she breaks concentration. Yeah, so you guys are all fine. However, big nasty looking red dude is towering over the two on their knees tieflings and is now starting to question Nyx as to how you got on the ship, how the fuck did you get here? Well, how did you manage to get past him? Pointing at Jehote, who's now kind of standing outside of your cages. And there's just the usual sort of like now the two of them kind of get the two tieflings kind of get back in that sort of like, yeah, well, see, funny story, your butt and smack and getting like every time one of them tries to get questioned, he gets smacked about like a rag doll, and it's quite a sight to see. That will be what they'll be doing. So, sleeve team, you guys are in your cells.
I'm gonna quickly drop a message to Elspeth using the earring.
I don't have an earring in.
Basically, oh, you can respond to the earring.
I don't have an earring.
No, you can respond to me even if you don't have an earring.
How will I hear you if I don't have an earring?
Because it's a message spell.
I'm pretty sure we all need to have the earrings to be able to communicate through them.
Did I not
Yeah.
get Elspeth one?
No, Elspeth didn't have one. She her and Cloud chose not to take. Well, I don't. She chose not to take one because she had message.
You do have a bat on your shoulder you can talk to.
I'm gonna quickly tap the bat and say we need to make a decision as to what we're doing. There's too many here that we can't save. do we aim for this leader to take him out?
The bat that shakes his head. And then Cloud will go up to Elizabeth and whisper quietly. I think a plan might be to try and. It'd probably be very bad, and quite a few people may die. But the only option I can see is a prison riot. Release as many people as we can, and go for hell.
The other option might be to cause a big enough, get those of us not in chains to cause a big enough distraction. The other side of the keep. Draw as many as they can away, and then we begin our prison riot. Did you hear that, or was I too quiet?
No,
Yeah,
I
we
heard that.
We heard that.
Just thinking, sorry. But Copy's nearby us, aren't you? Because you followed the tieflings.
Yeah.
I will say copies within 45 feet of the red guy in front of the tieflings, which puts us 60 feet away from you guys because the cages are just about 15 feet behind him.
From the bat's vision, can Copy get to us?
Probably could distance wise. Just imagine to kind of go around the demonstration semicircle and go along where the cell walls would be.
The bat's gonna start nudging Copy around the outside to near where our basically the sort of, if we can, back of our cage or something, and Cloud will sit down at the back of the cage and start, if it's all right, to start rolling a couple of cigarettes.
I'll say yeah.
While you're sat there, Elspeth will also indicate to the scorched body in the corner, just to make you aware of it, just in case you weren't.
Little blue horn sitting next to me.
Yep. As copies, if copies making our way towards you guys,
Yeah, I am.
gets about halfway and you hear a ruckus from the other side of where the pens are, and you see the druid getting dragged in.
No one can see it. Invisible. I'm just smacking my I'm just like the biggest face palm.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm moving closer to the cage, but I'm just trying to be super mindful of the whole situation where everything is.
How far are the tieflings away from the cage? Did you say about 30 feet?
Loading distance being in front of Magwadar about 20, because he's 15 feet in front of you. Then there's the tieflings, and then it would have been where Copy's distance initially was.
I'm gonna go to the front of the cage and kneel on the floor and just sort of like cling to it and look like I'm like terrified and just sort of wanting to get out, but I'm just gonna make sure I'm as close to the boys, to the tieflings as I can be.
Gifts are eye still looking through the other side of the cage, just kind of looking at you as if like, poor thing.
can I see if I can find keys to the cages?
Perception check.
$19.
19. As you've been kind of keeping quiet and looking out, you've spotted two jailers with sets of keys. Was it the cells particular to your party members that you're looking for,
Um, just
or
choice.
any sets that you think you can use?
Any sets that I think I could use.
One jailer with a kind of triangular shaped key for one section, and you see the other one with a kind of more diamond shaped key, which is the one used for the demonstration pit keys, which is where Elspeth and that have been kept. And both guys are on the opposite sides of the room. It's 60 foot in either direction.
Yeah, I'll use my earring to let Toto know about that.
Okay.
At this point, the druid's been dragged into the middle of the demonstration pit next to the tieflings. As the doodle in red looks at her and says something, she immediately just goes and spits in his face.
Yeah, as that's happening, I'll be moving towards whichever one I'm closest to with the keys.
Left or right, they're equal distance. Left being the triangular key, the right one being the diamond key.
Odds or evens?
Odds being diamond key, evens being the triangle key.
Okay. Odds, so I'll head towards that one.
Go. As you're doing that, I'm going to roll another. Getting a bit close. But yeah, as the druid spits on his face and you're moving closer to one of the guys with the keys, Bangwadar just backhands and there's a very audible crack as he smacks in the face, knocking her over. And concentration is a what save again? Is it Constitution or is it a
Constitution.
Con.
So she needs to roll above a 15, I think.
Ooh.
does not. So pass without a trace, folks, is gone.
I want to get on those earrings to whoever else has got one, and just say, "What is the plan?" I can distract if we need to distract, but what is the plan?
I'm getting this key. If someone grab the other, maybe we'll make a big distraction by letting everyone loose.
I've got these explosive bead things that make fireworks. I can just throw one, and then we can let everybody out, and it will be chaos.
People seem to be paying attention to the center. If you can throw them there, do so. Only when it seems like it's about time to make a move.
Just get as soon as you get those keys, we'll just cause chaos.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tap. I'm gonna tap the battle once again. Say, do we kill this leader? I think if we kill it, we might have a better chance of escaping.
Who was that to? The bat.
Yeah, the bat.
All right.
The bat just sort of keeps on nudging you towards the back of our cage. Can Cloud make some sort of roll to see if he can work out what this dude is, being like very peculiar coloured?
Insight check. You're a scary motherfucker, but you have no idea.
Having been in Emon during 4DAX era, would I have any potential idea of his colouring? Would that remind me of that?
I'll say make an insight check, straight check, no advantage or nothing, just. Oh yeah, but not quite. Ah, bullshit. Yeah, after Cloud draw your attention to him and then you're looking at him, you're giving him a bit of a once over and then realise, wait a minute, certain traits about this guy's facade is not as subtle as it probably could be. A dragon in humanoid form.
I'm gonna back away to the back of the cage next to Cloud and whisper, "That's a dragon."
Yeah, that's not too bad. The two we saw too earlier.
Oh no, that's... If he can go into humanoid form, that's a worse dragon than those two.
What you're talking about? Like the Corona Conclave level, or what?
I'm guessing I'd be able to deduce that he's not quite that powerful. He's hanging around with a bunch of GIF, so I'm assuming he's not 4DAC level.
He's not. You can. With 22, I would say that you can go, okay, he's not like Thordak level, but he's pretty beefy. Like, he's an adult in humanoid form.
Yeah, so I'll go, no, I was in a
Like, the
model.
one that you fought in Western, you guys took a hell of a beating from, and
Uh-huh.
that was a young adult.
Yeah.
This is like prime youth. Well, youth going into prime.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, I was in him on for 4DAC, he is no 4DAC. However, I would put him probably just hitting maturity, so just adult age. And the dragons we were fighting were younger than that, and we took a hell of a hit from them.
So we don't want to fight him.
Not if
Right.
we don't have to.
Well, let's hope a copy gets here soon and we can make a distraction.
I mean, I would have reached the cage by now already.
Yeah, you've reached the cage by this point.
Yeah, with the bat, knowing where the bat is, I know he's sort of behind the cage. So Cloud will take one of the cigarettes, reach under his cloak into the haversack, and pull out one of the bags of gunpowder and a bit of fuse. Stick the fuse wire in the end of one of the cigarettes and stick it into the gunpowder and hand it over, hand it back behind me through the bars and say, the fuse wire is 30 seconds. The cigarette and fuse wire is 2 minutes. Use it wisely.
And I'm gonna go to copy. That is a dragon. Not one that I think will be able to fight. And by his colouring, he's red, so they're very vain.
I'll take the bomb. Is it one bomb or two bombs?
It gives you one, but obviously, if you want another, just say.
Yeah, I'll ask for another. Just in case.
He'll pull out another bag, and just sort of with a bit of string, just tie them together under his cloak and then slide them to you.
Yep.
As you're receiving the second bomb, make a stealth check. As there's a bunch of Githyanki warriors making a patrol near the cage.
That's a 24.
24. You manage to get it and slip it under the kind of cloaking effect you've got on you, just as the guards just kind of walk by, take a casual glance, and then just keep walking forward.
Legitimately out of character. I don't know what to do at this point. I'm back. Oh god. What's happening with the druid?
After pretty much getting a broken jaw from slapping this dude in the face, she's currently not like concussed and knocked out on the floor, but she's been like, that was pretty much a full belt from a dragon in disguise. She's lucky she's still got her head still attached to her body. The tieflings, who are a bit on the bit of the bruised side themselves, are like, so we've been beaten to your list of charges, mate. So if you want to surrender now, that'll be. And both of them get picked up by the scuff of the neck and lifted with no effort. That's what's happening in the demo pit right now.
Lifted up and by the scuff neck by the leader.
By Magmadar, yeah.
Okay, I'm watching this very closely.
From the north gate, you can hear like heavy doors being opened, and there's an entourage approaching. With this one particular heavily, ornately armed and armored Gif, Yankee leading a group of dudes who don't look quite like knights, but they step up. They approach the demonstration pit. They're about a minute out from approaching the pit.
I feel like I want to do something stupid.
Yeah.
We need them keys first. We need to get people out before we do anything rash.
As they make a stealth check, see if you can get close to this guy with the keys without being spotted.
17.
Go for the guard.
Oh.
As you're getting within arm's reach, he just turns and immediately just about to say something, just as in a blur of motion, All Cloud, Copy, and Elspeth see from the front of their cage as Johoti just sprinting up towards Azzy and pinning Azzy at the ground, going, "Another one!" At that point, that guard was already kind of started calling over at Magma down. He goes, drops the two tieflings like they were just like scraps. Starts to approach.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a natural decision. I'm gonna start sneaking around the back towards the new gift person who's coming in, and I want to try once close enough to put one of the bombs with the 30-second fuse, but cut the fuse shorter to make it literally a 5-second fuse, and see if I can put it on him, on his person somehow, like a back pocket or
He's got
something.
an entourage here, so if you fuck this up,
If I fuck this up, we die, and if I don't fuck this up, we die. It's yeah. At this point, it's just a desperate play.
okay. So are you sure you want to cut the thing to a 5-second fuse and try and get it on this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to move towards him. So stealth check to get half distance as his group's starting to approach.
I'm going to start casting message to all the other people in all the other cages and just going, we're staging up the
22.
prison bake, be ready.
You've managed to get within halfway towards as you're cutting the fuse and getting it all ready. Azzy, you're currently pinned to the ground by Jehote.
Since I'm spotted, let's make a show of it. And lend me your sword, my lord. I cast spiritual weapon just above him. Fuck. 10 doesn't hit him, but yeah, there's a big glowing sword with a sun on the hilt. And I'm now out of invisibility, but copies still got invisibility on.
So does Toto.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
At
does
that point,
Maka.
he effortlessly just kind of deflects the spiritual weapon away and tells the guard, going, "There are more. Go upstairs. Take as many men as you can before they get up here." And the guard just kind of goes, "Oh, wait, okay." Starts calling around several of his guys. They all kind of start a group of like in the inside of this area. There was like 10 more warriors. They've all started heading up towards the docking area.
Okay, I'm gonna get my lion statue out. I'm gonna put it on the floor and cover it over with my cloak, and just get ready for shit to go south real fast.
Oh,
I'm going to be
Uh,
taking Cloud's manacles off and hoping that he'll take whatever this necklace is off around my neck.
right, you slip his manacles off. He takes the necklace off of you. And on that moment, I'm going to say, I'll be right back.
Oh god.
Take a moment for yourselves.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What do we do? Do we just go balls to the wall now?
That's what I'm doing.
I really don't think we'll manage that dragon. In no way, shape, or form will we manage that dragon.
That's why we need to get the cages open and just get everybody out. Just go cages open, everyone up to the top of the tower, everyone that survives on a ship, and just get out. Just run and don't fight.
They will not. They've got 3 dragons there, and the entire place is full of kids. We're not gonna make it.
Well, it doesn't matter then. Then we might as well just run and not fight. I mean, there's more chance of us escaping than there is of us winning.
We don't need to win. We just need to. Oh god.
If we start a fight with this fucking adult dragon, we're gonna have every gif and dragon in the place on us. There's no point to that at all.
There's no point in fighting. We're gonna die if we fight. We at least might survive if we try and escape. If we just run.
One way or another.
I'm agree with running.
Yep. That was my idea.
Yeah, we just get those cages open and run, man. That's our only real option. Just cause as much
So
distraction and chaos as we can.
Can I help with the cages?
At the minute, we don't have the keys.
Yep.
I I have thieves tools.
Yeah, do you have the ability to use your thieves' tools well?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Cloud has thieves tool as well.
Yeah.
I think let me see if I can blow this guy up, and in that distraction, people can start using thieves tool to start breaking cages open.
I have a potential idea to deal with the dragon. I don't know if it'll work, but I have a potential.
Which is
I can set off some fireworks on the opposite side.
Arcane
as a
Polarity and then Major Image, another dragon.
Come back.
What's arcane polarity?
Makes him weak to a certain type of spell, so I can basically boost my DC.
I guess we have to try anything at this point.
Could you make him weak to abjuration?
I'm gonna make him weak to illusion, because that's what she'd do. Illusion is her magic, so.
Yeah. Welcome back, Scott.
Hey. So, panic stations.
Yep. Well,
Battle music's already playing in the background.
I know at the very least I'm going to be in some form of combat.
I think we're all ready to go again.
Cool. So, as he's currently, trying to make a show of it with Johothe, Copy's just about to make a dash and try and plant explosive on this very high form GIF. The rest of you are all doing various things to prepare yourselves for what is about to be a plunge into the absolute shitstorm.
I am casting message to every other slave that isn't in our little group, telling them, just get ready. We're gonna cause a prison break. Just get ready to run upwards.
Yeah, Cloud turns to the gifts of Rai and go, if you want, and gestures to his manacles. And if he gives me them, I'll unlock them.
Do you still look like this old woman?
Oh yeah, little old, just a really old version of Elizabeth. Just look like an old version of Copy's human elven form, whatever she takes.
I thought it was Elspeth you'd done the old version of.
No,
No,
Elizabeth.
So the if Sarai puts his hands next to the bars in the cage.
I just start unlocking his and anybody else who's in his cage, and I can reach without anybody trying not to let anybody notice.
And I'll indicate to the orcs to start taking theirs off because I did it loose enough that they should be able to get them off.
They do that whole sort of like, here, watch this, and do this like pull the arms apart and just like shatter all the manacles, just like doing a bit of a gun show thing before they get ready for battle, kind of.
They just flex.
Yeah. Although a couple of them decide, okay, we might need a little bit of backup for this, and they get like bits of like broken bones that are lying about and just little bits and start kind of on the end of the bars and the stage is like get a little tune on the go, just in the off chance things get a little hairy.
The one last thing I want to do, am I within 15 feet of the dragon?
15 feet or 50 feet?
15, 1-5.
Just.
So I'm going to very subtly, and I don't have to speak for it because it's semantic, so I just have to wave my hands around. Gonna cast Arcane Polarity on him.
So what's the save he needs to make, if any?
He doesn't get to make a save. So I'm gonna make him vulnerable to illusion magic.
Okay. I'm assuming that Mac has disappeared.
She was here a minute ago.
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah. Macca's going to try and pick the locks.
I'm here.
Yeah. What's Macca going to do, Amy?
She will help with the cages. I will use my teeth to try to unlock some cages.
Push my Discord, guys. I can't hear what
She
Hammy's
says
saying.
she's going to use her tools to start trying to unlock the cages. Or keys to start unlocking the cages.
She has thieves' tools. She's going to use those to try and unlock the cages.
With Fuse tools, make a dex check with proficiency added, I believe. And undo the cages.
Sorry.
You managed to get through the triangular set keys. That's the first lot all done. Several of these captives and slaves, including a couple of the Westron shields, all start kind of like piling out of the cages. The entourage with the leader, Githyanki, by the looks of it, are now noticing this and are ready to start to act. So a couple of his guards are going to go charging off forward to deal with them, since the slaves are not in particularly battle-ready condition. They
If
think they
that's
can
the
take them.
case, if that's the case, I'm gonna use this chance to basically stick the bomb on the Gith and light.
Okay, I need you to do 2 checks for me. Stealth to get the final bit of distance, and if you make that, sleight of hand to stick it on him.
25.
Stealth, you get close enough. Sleight of hand, just a straight roll for this.
No, this one I'm going to use the inspiration for. So you said advantage,
Go
right?
ahead.
27.
Managed to slip by the couple of guards he still had. As they've kind of turned on, what was that? You just slip the explosive onto his cloak. And boom.
As that explodes, just behind the explosion, I'm going to cast Major Image and make a 20-foot green dragon appear.
Nice.
And Cloud will just start opening cages.
My God, Becca, that gift.
What the fly fuck? Just reading this spell, just give me a sec.
AKA tripping balls from the GIF.
So it's going to start roaring and stamping and just 20-foot size green dragon.
Okay, right. So it's all have to check it.
Yes.
Cool.
Only if they
So
check
as-
to see if it's real.
As Magmadar turns around and sees this green dragon appear, the explosion on the GIF Supreme Commander that you just fucking bombed. Which do me a favor, as is roll me 2d6.
Is that the damage for the bomb?
Yes, double fucking 6, you jammy bastard.
I love that, but I also thought that was going to be a lot of damage. Okay.
It's a small it's a small thing. It's not the full keg.
Oh, God. Okay, no worries.
But I would say you surprised the fuck out of him. And normally I would not. This wouldn't really affect, but I think just because of sheer build up to that, I just sneak attack to it. Because of the amount of effort it took to get that fucking bomb in place, I'm giving you that as a freebie. So
Dankeschön. So that'll be a total of 36? No, 26.
26.
I'm pretty sure that, having a sticky bomb attached to him and blowing up in his face is probably going to be surprise, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker! You want a prize, motherfucker?
I'd get all the stats for these guys, well, the big heavy hitters anyway. And
Yeah, but with that, copy's invisibility will be gone because that's a hostile action.
yeah,
But it's surely just me putting an item on someone. It's not really an action per se. It's just
I'm
me
taking
putting
a
an
stealth.
item.
Don't be complaining. You got plenty here. You're still moving away, so it's not as if you're like stuck in front of them as it goes off. You guys thought you were worried. This is gonna be fine.
Yo, suddenly dragon, who they now think just blew them up.
As soon as that explosion goes off, I'm gonna let my statue become a real lion, and I want to try and mount it.
Turned into a full-sized adult lion and just mount the back of it.
Yep. I just want to start kind of trying to shout to all the prisoners that are escaping to get like up the tower towards like where the ships are. I want to start like trying to just get everyone out.
So, as all the prisoners start helping each other get up to the top floor, some of them try to fight off a couple of the Gith Yankee, overwhelm them with numbers. Though they do take a couple of casualties. Maka's help kind of keeping all the other cages slowly starting to get opened.
I'm looking at Cloud and hoping the hell he's trying to get us out of this one.
Oh, Cloud start. As soon as that explosion goes off, Cloud opens our cage and starts opening other cages.
Yeah. Start doing that. As you're still kind of pinned down with Jehote, he looks up and kind of goes, where do you want to be? Pick a spot.
Towards the group coming towards us, I can at least hold them off.
Just like nod, opens a dimension door and just shoves you through it. Opening portal is where the group is, where you're heading off to. Like Doctor Strange just stepping in and engage is like, hi.
Right. And out comes my short sword, ready for whatever may come.
Can I see him doing that? Is he within my
Yes.
line of sight? I'm gonna go, how about instead of trying to sacrifice yourself, you go upstairs, protect those people?
Trust me, I know you guys can protect them. These guys I can hold off for a second, then I can run. Trust me, I'd rather you get there, protect them. I'll follow very quickly. Trust me, I'm not planning to stick around.
Okay.
What else you guys want to do before this shit show kicks off?
I want to try and I know.
Sorry.
Now after you.
I was gonna ask, has the dragon reacted to this major image?
He's turned round in a rage and surprise at the sight of the adult green dragon in front of him.
Okay. And the cages are being open as well. Azzy is engaged.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna make a dash for the druid.
And the tieflings.
As you
And the
notice that
tieflings.
as soon as Magmadar's turned his back, you can just see the druid's skin starting to harden up, turning to stone, becoming large in size, forming an elf elemental.
Nice.
Finally, she's useful. All right. It's seeing that I'll run towards the tieflings.
Yeah, I want to run like on, get the lion to run to the where the druid is and just kind of try and scoop her up and put her on the back of the dragon.
Cloud will telepathically tell all three bats to aid their respective party member in whatever way they can. So obviously help actions and all that they can do.
One last thing, and I'm going to give party choice to this one. Your boy Marcus has been the stealthiest motherfucker in this whole place, and he's in a position to strike either Magmadar, which is the red dragon dude, or the Githyanki commander. Party choice. Who's he going for?
Commander.
Commander. He's weak. He's weaker now.
He's the most injured, plus he has the most likely chance of actually surviving that encounter.
I will give him his stunning
Yeah.
chance to do a stunning strike before the battle starts to see if that will give you a hand. Hands the hit first of all. This makes it. What's the save, Becca, for the stunning strike again?
I don't know. I know my monks is 15, but I don't know what makes that up. No, 16. 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, I think?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
No, that's a save, but that's not what the spell DC is.
Oh, I wasn't sure whether Scott was asking for the what save
what
it was
what
as
would
well.
the commander need to get to not
Yeah,
get
so it'll
stunned?
be 8 plus proficiency plus whatever his wisdom modifier is.
And he makes it and immediately just gets eyes on Marcus and just, after getting smacked in the face, pulls his sword and tries to attack Marcus. Yeah, and I think that's a definite hit. Give me 2 seconds to roll damage on Marcus, and then we'll go for initiative. This is going to be fucking crazy.
For those who are watching, welcome to the Insanity.
This was supposed to be a stealth mission.
It's still stealth if everyone else is dead and there's no witnesses.
Yeah, but Scott, you fucked that up for us.
Hey, that's... He didn't have to go on the offense and try and attack dudes. He's could have waited and watched. That's 14 points slashing damage, and
Marcus should have uncanny dodge, no?
natural 20, he ain't dodging shit.
I don't think monks get uncanny dodge.
But yeah, Marcus is looking pretty beat up already. Everyone, roll initiative, please.
Do we have a map in chance?
I'll have to just do a quick one by sketch because I didn't expect you guys to want to get into the stuff of this. I thought you would kind of step out of it and like, okay, let shit happen and we'll deal with it later.
That was the plan. Unfortunately, our roles didn't agree with that plan.
Give me a couple of seconds to kind of rough this out.
D&D. Well, the dice look at your plan and go, yeah, you're not doing that.
Toto's AFK for a moment as well, so we've got a bit of time.
This went well.
Well, it's going better than the worst case scenario.
How's that? We're up against an adult dragon and a GIF Supreme Commander,
And a shit
plus a
ton of
fortress.
gifts and dragons.
Yeah, the worst case scenario was we rolled natural ones coming off the boat, all offers.
I'm just hoping we can all run. It's literally what I'm hoping we can do.
What did I miss?
The
Just
monk
rolling
tried to
initiative.
stunning strike the lead commander and failed.
Then got fucked up for it, and yeah.
Brilliant.
I'll say for the sake of like clarity that the majority of the commander's entourage are going to go deal with the slaves that have done the off. So your main concerns right now are maybe one or two warriors that will join the battle, but it's the commander and the dragon that are going to be your main concerns.
I'm still hoping we can fuck the fuck off, and we won't have to battle a thing.
And the
Hopefully.
the monk, how is the monk doing?
He's looking rough after that one hit. Took, what was it? 30 points of damage in a single melee attack. I should have probably prepped this, but I kind of hoped you'd be kind of as like stealth in, grab shit.
We
Get
fucking
out.
tried.
We okay, tried, but
The dice had other ideas.
yes, curse those clicky clacky number things.
I was sitting down relaxing and just chilling out, waiting for a distraction, but Copy chose to go and use it as a fuck you device.
Yeah, well, right now
Just
there's a
demonstration
giant dragon distraction.
Half our NPCs were dying, and I know Elspeth wouldn't like that, so I had to do something.
Don't play
Demonstration
this one
prep
else,
where
but
dragon's going to be popping up. I'll just grab your tokens and we'll start sticking them on the board while I go and find.
I can't see the board. There we go.
You know what's even better? Hit reset turn order.
Where are the cages?
We can just put ourselves on it.
I assume I'm in a cage right now.
And at the northernmost kind of area, a wee bit further up. Kind of. Eyes on the right. We'll do during the battle is a mystery. There you are, so give me a second, I'll find things.
What's my giant green dragon?
Remember to update your rolls, guys.
Because Magmador's not changed form yet, but I'm just getting this ready because he's about to. So bear in mind he's still human form for at least one for the moment right now.
And which is the exit door? The one to the tower?
One back up the tower is the southern entrance where you guys initially came from. West gets you outside the keep, but not up the tower. North goes further into the keep.
And I take it like these are other cages, right?
Those are the ones that when Maka was opening up.
Okay.
There you go, dude. There's your line.
Yeah, boy. How many people do you reckon I can fit on this thing?
Well,
Two
given that you're half
halflings.
size, so you can probably maybe get one more person of normal size.
Alright, I've got the druid on it, that'll do.
The druid's an earth elemental.
Yeah, she
Oh
hardened
yeah, I
up
forgot
the.
about that.
Yeah, so did I. Okay, that's okay.
You can get one of the tieflings on.
Nah, fuck them. I was thinking more like get Maka on or something like that. Just a fireball wielding dragon. Fucking lion.
Where's our golden griffin?
What a golden griffin.
Didn't we have like a golden griffin from all the way back? Like a statue or something?
Is that not the lion that we've just used?
That's what I'm using. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a.
And
I've
look,
got
yeah, and remember, the golden griffin was used. That's the griffin that flew us up the mountain.
No, that griffin was a friend that Elspeth made.
I've
Yeah,
got a
that griffin was
lion.
like an actual griffin that just got pulled out of seemingly nowhere when she blew that horn thing.
When I just randomly went, oh, this looks musical, and we're fighting something that's almost killing us, let's blow it and see what it does.
Hold on, I've just found a better thing for that for the earth elemental. Actually made one of these.
Yeah, I've got more statues. I've got a horse and a bird, I think. But I
Love
didn't really
it.
see what you said.
Slobbering time.
Toto's just collecting little statues here, left, right, and center of the animals he.
I bought them specifically for this. I was like, if we need a quick escape, these are going to be handy.
Yeah. At some point, Toto's going to have a collection of statues with different animals he can ride.
I mean, at his size, that's a lot of animals.
Exactly.
My gnome is collecting god pets. She has a raven from the Raven Queen and a golden elephant from her god.
That's a good thing to collect.
Yeah, she's collecting god pets. It's awesome. The whole group on a Wednesday is actually just collecting gods. We worked out we've got like 7 of them.
That's pretty rad.
Copies over here dealing with Supreme Commander dude. All his boys have picked off screen for the time being.
Monk's over there as well, right?
I think for him it's quite appropriate given just much of a shit. Not dead, but he's you know, it's quite rough.
And the druids there. The tieflings are in the pit as well.
Their immediate reaction is like, there's a rock thing, there's a fucking there's two dragons. Oh, what the fly? Just like, what the fuck is this nonsense? I'll have all the NPC allies and all that work in the same initiative. All in somewhere. For the bad guys, I'm going to roll their initiatives since they're. Yes, motherfuckers. Remind me again, are we level 8 right now?
7.
7? Yeah, that's going to change pretty badly if this fight. Well,
You get 2 levels.
oh, dexterity, because he's a big fat motherfucker. Sorry, this is taking so long.
Go on, give us time to think of what to do.
So how are all the pets doing?
Mine is currently
Mine.
whinging because she's hot.
Yeah, it has suddenly become quite hot, hasn't it?
Doesn't help that we can't have the windows open because she tries to jump the fuck out of them.
Oh shit. But I thought she said she was a house cat, so why does she try to
Because
escape?
she's a fucking moron.
She's a cat?
She tries to catch the birds out the window, for God's sake. She can't even get out the window. She just sits there hitting her head and her paws off the glass.
Wow. Did you know, random thing, did you know that cats can get dementia?
And how's the hamster?
She's alright. She comes and momentarily stares at me for about a few minutes and then goes back to bed for a bit more.
Maybe you should teach her to
Oh.
play D&D.
Ladies and gentlemen, begin.
Our
Cloud.
orcs. And is that Jeff?
No,
That's a
that's the
Supreme Commander.
Jeff will be with near Azzy, I guess.
Jeez, Scott, come on. We just want a shit ton of NPCs all over the place.
Had to spread out, didn't you? So, I think basically it. Ready to go? Shall we? Cloud, you're up.
Goody gumdrops. Cloud will use his. Yeah, Cloud's just going to carry on opening cells. Just spend his action and bonus action just opening up as many cells and unlocking as many manacles as he can until it's just like muscle memory.
So, a next check with proficiency for these tools. See if you can get as many of them. Yo, roll high. Yep. Just going through them all. Unlock, 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 unlock.
And just saying, run for the tower, run for the tower, run for the tower, get on a ship, try and get out of here.
So at that point, even the gift Sarai comes out and goes, "I'll lead those. I'll lead the ones up top to safety."
Thank you, my friend. Coming from a little old withered lady.
Yeah. At which point he kind of takes a moment and goes, "Well, I owe you a debt, ma'am." Just and kind of just like Naruto run, not Naruto runs, but kind of like ninjutsu, kind of like boom, dash ahead of the crowd, and occasionally just takes a pop at get the Yankee warrior as he goes by, just like palm striking and then dashing forward.
So he doesn't Naruto run, he weeb runs.
Way to make it less cool, Dick. What anime pro tag running without just like punching bad guys as he runs through cool shit, and you just go, we run.
I do it.
I could tell.
It's even better when it's snowing.
How are you gonna do, Cloud?
I think that uses up all my actions, I assume.
Okay.
Is there any
Because
more
I've got the dice thing on right now, and it looks as if the dice is just resting on top of Maka's head. There's like a just bounce head over like a hedron on your head, just like
Can you not hear Maka again?
Yeah. I can't hear it
Scott?
at all. Give me a sec, and I'll.
I will just give everybody a warning. He's literally pissing it down here. So if I drop out of if my mic drops out, that's why, and I'll try and message you on Discord via phone.
Okay.
Again. Maka, your turn. So what do you want to do?
So, is there any cages left to be unlocked?
There is a couple more on your right side. Oh, you
Okay,
done
I will continue to unlock the cages
Okay.
on my turn.
Do a dex check with proficiency added because of these tools. Again? Okay. So you're struggling a little bit with the last set of cages. Anything else?
I will try to unlock every cage which I can see. And that will be all for this moment.
Zuzu, were you speaking there? Because I couldn't hear you. If
No,
you
I
were.
was I was waiting
No,
for you
no,
to
no,
kind
no.
of.
I said that I will unload the cages and that will be
Oh, I got
all.
yours. I mean, that's fine. It's Copy's turn. I can't seem to. Is
Oh, sorry.
Zuzu's AFK or is he still here or what?
No, no, no. I'm still here. I'm still here. I was waiting for you to let me know when you want me to go. Right.
Zuzu.
So the monk is
Hang on.
down.
Can you hear Azuzu?
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Can you hear
I
me?
can't hear him at all. This
Oh,
is ridiculous.
He's talking.
Odd.
Okay,
It doesn't
can
even register on my Discord that he's actually speaking right now.
any better?
I guess you didn't hear that either.
Can you guys hear
God.
me?
I can hear you, Azuzu.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yes. Ah.
Oh god, it's going to go through the whole party. Scott's just going to have to keep leaving and coming back till he can hear us all.
Always at the big fucking moments like this, it always happens.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Hear you now.
Can you hear
Okay.
me? We should all check that he can hear all of us.
Can you
Sound
hear
check.
me? 1 2 1 2. Check check.
Alex, Becca, Azuzu,
Yo,
Me.
I mean, yep.
Did you hear Toto?
me.
Guys, don't be a dick here, right?
Hello.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
You got Sam?
Go everybody, everyone's fine.
Awesome.
Random technical glitch that always crops up at the worst possible time.
Copy's turn, let's go.
Yep. Okay, so
Copies are
fuck. I'm gonna run forward. This is a fucking suicide mission. I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna shout out at the stone giant, saying, "Save the two tieflings, run!" And I'm gonna reach down and cast invisibility on the monk.
you cast invisibility on the monk.
I'm assuming he's not prone; he's standing, but he's
He is
just
standing, but I just got the thing which appropriately
yeah,
just
yeah.
looks like.
Cool. So I cast invisibility on him, and then uh, bonus action disengage. I will use the rest of my movement to basically get closer to the cage,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
First turn. Find the monk who just went invisible with a perception check.
I guess the monk makes a stealth check against that.
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering how that would work.
I
Oh,
hope
15,
that's the
so-
perception.
That's the perception one, yeah. The monk.
Stealth is with advantage.
Five, so he's not able to find the monk. But he is going to look around and notice that there's a green dragon just appeared out of nowhere. An earth elemental, and looks around and sees even a halfling riding a tiger, not a lion.
Sounds like we're suddenly in the circus.
Yes.
Sounds about right for this party.
Yep. Theoretically, and in the grander scheme of things, this is like surprisingly appropriate. But anywho, this guy is going to move Yeah. Gonna chase you after you copy. After recognizing that, okay, you're the one that blew me up, so you're fucking getting it.
Yep.
Right there, and he's going to make 2 great sword attacks.
Yep.
E.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
This is for the slashing damage. Ow.
I'm gonna cutting words that the damage, the actual damage.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say wait for him to roll all the damage because I was gonna use uncanny dodge to cut it in half anyways, and then if you want to put cutting words on top of that, it might be less.
I assumed that was all the damage for the first one.
That's for the slashing damage. I've started to do the psychic on top.
Oh, okay.
Because Death Yankee are bastards for that.
If that D6 ain't cocked, I don't know what is.
I know, I
didn't
can see
know.
that too.
I didn't even know that was possible on Roll20.
Holy fuck! That's 39 damage. I am definitely going to use uncanny dodge on that, so that's 39 halves 16.
And then I
No.
will cutting words it as well.
19, and then cutting words on top of that.
So I'm gonna go. Are you always this stupid, or is today a special occasion?
Ooh, burn. Take some fire damage as well.
So you get another 5 damage off of that.
So that's a total of 14.
14 off or 14 that you take?
I take 14.
14, right?
Because uncanny dodge halves it. So 39 to 19. I think, if my math is right. Yeah, 39 to 19. And then minus another 5 to 14. And then I need to make a constitution save. Come on, big money. Fuck, invisibility's gone.
And you reappear.
The monk reappears.
The monk
But I look like one of the gits though. So did that not impact on him?
That pissed
attacking
him
me?
off even more, going like, you filthy traitor bastard, is pretty much what he's been muttering as he's been swinging at you. And on
Yeah,
that note, second attack.
Oh, fuck.
The Supreme Commando to blow up.
Yeah, that hits. I've got 31 damage left.
Little behind the scenes fact for you folks. Do you want to know what the challenge rating for a Supreme Commander of Githyanki is?
Possibly too high for a party of level 7.
14.
I'm pretty. Oh, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's above 10.
Yeah, he's a 14. Do you want to know what the dragon is?
I know that's at least
17.
15. Oh fucking hell!
Yeah.
Yo, you're punching well above your weight, and I want to see how this party do with that shit. Oh. For all those who actually do watch this, let this be a warning for you all out there.
Yo, we
Something
fucking tried. I will beg to differ that this is a warning, because we fucking tried. We did everything in our power to do this stealthily. This is not our fault.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
you
was
do,
actually
you
the
do.
DM's role that fucked us up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it as here's a little warning for you. See, when you're gonna design an encounter for like your party member, going, yeah, we're gonna have some like really badass guys. Don't do a general ROM, what I've just done here, and just pick the party. Way too high.
Yeah. Remember, if there's a chance for the dice to fuck you, they will
The
fuck
dice
you.
will fuck you. But yeah. damage first.
Oh, for the love of fuck.
Jesus Christ.
MC actually complains when he rolls high.
That's 36.
36
Yeah.
in total.
I'm out.
Boom. Second one hits you and you go down and flatten your ass. It's... Oh shit. Oh, Magmadar's turn. And at that point, he's going to drop all pretense and turn into his dragon form. Oh, okay. Someone call it odds or evens, good or bad.
Odds. Good.
Fuck.
Jesus.
He just looks at the green dragon and immediately just starts to try and claw at it.
Cool. That means he can't find out that it's not real this turn because he needs to use his action to do it.
Yep. Basically fighting this like green dragon illusion, just like traitorous chromatic scum, and just starts fucking clawing at this illusion thing, which is kind of make believe fighting back, and just give him enough cause to think that I'm ducking it. Like basically Kylo Ren versus Luke Skywalker here. Every time he thinks he's got a guaranteed hit, the green dragon just goes nope.
Yeah, you just watch my fingers sort of weaving around to make the dragon move.
Like puppet, just like a little puppet master. Like oh nope.
And
Or if anyone's
concentrated.
seen Colossal, that's basically just like, oh look, I'm an athlete, just like, oh, the monster's going this way. Yeah, it's this way. Okay. Toto.
Fuck. Okay, which way is the way that all the escaping prisoners are going? They're going up,
South.
right?
South gate and going up the way.
Okay, good. I want to go south to where I'm just gonna kind of hang where on the back of the line around where like Macca is. Um, is that somebody next to Azzy, like right
Yeah,
there?
that's Jeff. That's Jehovah.
Right, that's not good.
Well, he's not done anything bad so far. He did try and dimension door him away, so.
Okay, well,
He was dimension dooring me to where I wanted to be, which was
that's what I
to
wasn't sure of. Yeah.
basically incoming Gip Yankee. That's where he's going to portal me to.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and uh, I'm gonna try and Hunter's Mark the dragon, and then I'm gonna try and hit it with an explosive arrow. No, I don't want to do that.
Getting flashbacks to an earlier encounter where that shit don't work.
Yeah. One of these guards next to it. Then I was gonna go for
the
this
guard,
one.
the tieflings.
Oh fuck. Okay, I can't hit anyone because the dragon's in the way.
Also, what's the line's movement speed?
50 feet.
Yeah, you can move 50 feet. You're on the line, remember?
Yeah, I don't want to though. I want to hang around where Macca is. I want to make sure that the prisoners are getting out safe, and that I don't really want to be in a fight. I want to escape.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang back here. I can't hit anything from here, so I'm just not gonna hit anything. That's gonna be my turn.
Orcs are gonna take about Elspeth copy deck, so they're going to be a bit wary trying to help them just now. Photo. So you 4 guys are going to get a D8 as you hear all the orcs going, heal me, heal me, heal me, fucking go! Just start chatting in the middle of the cage. Whereas I have Gregory going to try and make a run and try and see if he can heal Copy. A healing potion gives you just a standard 2d4 plus 2 healing potion.
Yeah. Ooh, I actually have one of those I can roll in person.
How much is that?
Ah, bollocks, I had Unsettling Visage. No
Oh well,
worries.
next time.
Okay, Azzy, your turn.
Right. Yep. So, literally, I'm literally just holding back till people get past me to make sure that none of the Gif Yankee opposed to us get by to get at the escaping prisoners. So, yeah, there's not really that much I can do at the moment. Feck it. Right, so I'm guessing it's in range. Yep, right. I'll just Sacred Flame the Supreme Commander. So he needs to make a DC 15 deck save. He takes 13 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Yeah, and basically I'll just move my spiritual weapon up next to me, and that'll be my turn.
So, legendary action from the commander after taking that hit is going to use the command function to say Magmador, leave your little brethren behind and deal with the caster. You actually have, instead of him just doing just doing it, I'm actually going to have the Venus fuck Red Dragon see if he actually listens to him or not. And he's just like, you command your own people, you don't command me, bitch. Whilst he's still trying to swipe at the green dragon that's standing in front of him. Elspeth, it's your turn.
Oh god. Oh god. Why are all my spells concentration? I've been going over all my spells and they're all fucking concentration. I'm going to firebolt the gift dude that's attacking Copy.
Okay, go ahead.
Nope, that doesn't hit. Fandabby-dozy. As my
And Bolt approaches him and he pretty much just like palms out of the way, just like pum.
As my bonus action, I'm gonna inspire Cloud, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder and go, "Make sure you get out of here safe." to give him inspiration, and then I'm going to start not running for it, but sort of trying to get with the rest of the slaves that are escaping to try and help guide them, at least to around the dragons.
Or whether you got a D8 off of the warband as inspiration yourself.
Did I?
Yeah.
Would a D8
Yourself,
have
Cloud, Azzy, and Total.
I also have my advantage still, but yeah.
Use it or not? You can keep hold of it.
Keep
Like,
hold
even
of
I'm
it
going to
with-
keep
now.
hold of
even
it. I
with
don't think
Yeah,
unless I
even
roll
with
max
even with
damage.
you wouldn't kind of get out with this, but I'm just
Yeah.
reminding you because just in case.
But yeah, this is where I'm going to be.
Cool. Back your turn.
Did the tieflings at least move, by the way, on their turn?
They were getting themselves off the ground
Okay.
and getting ready to move. So you're up.
So the tieflings are getting their asses up and starting to move. Cloud will sort of say over to the orcs, clear a path for the slayers, and then he will run over and yeah, Cloud is done to screw it. He's gonna try a trick that he did before, and he's going to burn his feline agility, pull out the rope out of his pack, and literally run over to the Supreme Commander and run around him as many times as he can, dropping the rope, and then quickly pull it all tight to see if he can just like tangle the dude up as much as he can.
The ogre trick.
The ogre trick. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done that. Do me a favour, make a strength check against them.
Do I get advantage because I'm using my feline agility?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage because you're feeling agility.
You've also got 2 d8s of inspiration because you've got Elspeth and the...
Eat it.
Yeah, let's use those up.
Jeez.
Wow. 14! And I beat him. Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
No fucking way. I'm just getting this image in my head and you're just really like, almost like fucking cartoonish, like tying him up as you're running around him and pulling him tight.
50 feet of rope just wrapped around him.
He's a mummy. He's a rope mummy.
All you see is like a pair of eyes just leering at you, like I'm gonna fucking murder you when I get away with this. But it's just like, ah.
And then I just look down at Copy and say, stop pissing around. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow, you
And
still
he...
look like her as well.
Oh yeah! And I will go over and hand Marcus a potion of healing and tell him the same. Tell your druid friend and yourself to get the hell out of here.
Give him.
I give him a potion of healing.
One is it
Yeah, it's just a normal one.
So 2d4 plus 2.
just takes it, drinks it, and just nods. Your turn. Mecca, you're up.
Yeah, can I see what's happening with the others from my position?
Can you not hear her again, Scott?
No, I don't know what's causing this.
She said, can she see what's happening with us from her position?
Yes, you can see full view.
And is there any case that
Are there any
be
slaves left
open?
in the cages?
There is still a bunch in that cage next to you.
Okay, I will open the cage.
She wants to try and open the cage.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to refresh this score and see.
I think he said roll a dex with proficiency
I
of a
can-
thieves tool.
Yeah.
I
Roll.
can hear him.
Roll your thieves' tools, Maka. You there, Scott?
Open it up, no bother. 25. Last lot of slave starts to move out. As you can hear in a distant part of the keep, a very distinctive noise. And all the slaves and oh fuck, we need to move. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Can I do something more?
You've got
Alright.
movement and a bonus action left.
I'll get a little closer to them, and that will go.
Copy.
That's for me.
Right. 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 I'm going to use half my movement to get up. Then I will use bonus action disengage.
Don't think you need to. He's all tied up in a rope.
Oh, okay. If he's all tied up in a rope, I am. Is this like a pit? You said is it like a?
You're just in front of the pit. The
Okay,
pit's
but is
where
it
the
like
dragons currently kicking ass.
so? It's like it's on the floor. It's a bit of a pit. It's got no like sides or anything.
Yeah, just this is flat ground you're on.
Could I use? Okay, this I want a bit of. Need to make a debate on this. So could I use a spell catapult? Oh, sorry. Could I use that spell to basically catapult / push the guy into the pit?
Oh, hang on. Catapult is like literally taking a stone and lobbing it like David and Goliath kind of thing. I don't think it applies to somebody of humanoid size to go yeet into a fucking pit.
Yeah. Look at the weight limit.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have anything else I could do, so I am just
Right.
going to. I am just going to. I'm gonna make a fucking wrong for it. Yeah, this is too much for me. I'm gonna fucking wrong for it. Half my movement plus bonus action dash and then action dash. That's 75 feet. So I'll like probably get around there. And that'll be my turn.
Cool. Okay. Situation already tenable enough. Going to try and break free of the ropes first of all. I would like to make a strength check against them. Somehow still managed to beat him.
I've got -1 and I'm kicking his ass! Yay!
Challenge rating 14, my balls. No chance, man.
You're getting your ass kicked by a wrinkly old lady.
Oh. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, you know what? After like side-eyeing towards you, trying to get out of this, he's just like, okay, now I have a target, and he's gonna misty step out of the ropes, right fucking behind you. And that's the end of his move, his turn, because that's his action. Try to get out of the fucking ropes. Now it's the red dragon's turn, and he's starting to figure there's something not quite right about this green one that he's been trying to knock shit out of. Perception to see, or is it insight to get
Investigation.
investigation? My head's fried. Is it intelligence or wisdom for
Intelligence.
investigation? Intelligence, just double checking because the stats.
He fails it. It was a DC 16 because he's got arcane polarity on him, so he well and truly fails that.
Yeah.
That was his action as well.
Okay. That actually, that's not a saving throw. It's a check. Fuck. Yeah. I could have probably used that earlier, but I didn't because I'm a jackass. Well, to be fair, it's in character. He's Venus fucking wouldn't have bothered with it, but yeah, that's the dragon's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna step. I'm kind of staying in this area, just making sure people are getting out and nobody's attacking them. But I'm gonna kind of step up. I'm still on the back of the lion, by the way. I can't move the lion. But I'm gonna step up to near where Maka is, and I'm gonna try and shoot at the commander guy behind Cloud. If I can get an angle on him from here.
I'll say with range. 50 feet with somebody in front of you. Yeah, take a shot. Fuck it. Situation can go pretty badly in a heartbeat, so I don't want to be like, I'm gonna stack it too high. It's like... And you hit like a motherfucker, just like roll me some damage.
I forgot to fucking Hunter's mark him. It's fine.
Yeah, Hunter's marks on the dragon right now, so
Yeah.
Do you get
Rory-
pluses?
And then same again.
okay, fire away.
Pardon me.
I'm going to use that advantage that we got earlier.
Go for it.
Fuck me.
You also have bardic inspiration.
One bardic inspiration, D8.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to use. So
So-
19.
19 hits.
So another 11. So that's 14 for the first, 11 for the second, 20.
5.
Got it all
Dive.
counted. Doing pretty well. Anything else?
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
Gonna just be like, yeah, but Earth Elemental, i.e. our druid.
What did she do last turn?
Getting up off our arse, and that was about it because shit, this guy's a dragon. Backing away. Rushing past everybody. Not like moonwalking, but walking backwards kind of tentatively in case something happens.
Do all the orcs move as well?
Orcs. First attack does not hit. Either. So he's going to cast on himself and get right up in this bastard's. Oh. Always moving to get up there if anything else necessary. So these are all surrounding that Supreme Commander deckhead. As his turn.
Yep. Yeah. Payload by my enemy. Allow my allies to strike. I cast Hold Person on the commander.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. DC 15. Fuck.
And it doesn't work.
It was worth a try. Yeah, and I'm literally just going to shout to all the escapings. Keep going! South! South! Go! 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 And that's my turn.
Elspeth, your turn.
I am going to use my Scorching Ray crowny thingy that I'm too flustered to remember the name of.
Circle of blasting.
That's the one, and I'm going to use it on the commander. Does a 14 hit? If not, I'll roll my Bardic Inspiration die. The
Roll
one
your
the
Bardic
orcs
Inspiration.
gave me. So that would make it a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
So 11 fire on the first one. Fuck. Actually, I'm gonna use your inspiration that you gave me and roll that one at advantage. And I've just realised I've been rolling with the wrong stat as well. Great. So it's not an at 1, at least.
Okay, first one hits him, scorches the side of his face. Second one, he ducks out of the way.
And then third one. What is with my rolling?
15, he tanks it in the chest, but takes no damage. Just like,
What?
tenses up. Cloud's turn.
Yeah, no,
You once again hear
I'm
the
just gonna
roar
move, actually.
in the distance.
I'm gonna stop there to move now. That's my turn.
I assume the roar is from the younger dragons heading this way.
A fair distance that you guys travelled in between the sort of like narration bit, so they're not going to be ooh motherfucker and just turning up, but they're on their way. So
Yeah, and Jehote is actually helping us against the Supreme Commander, or does he look like he's
here next to him,
attacking us?
he's rushed up next to him, so it's an even bet. Could go either way.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Look. Yeah, Cloud sort of looks at everybody still not quite making it away yet, so he's going to move through Gregory and flank the Supreme Commander with Marcus and summon the Blade Staff and take a couple of swings at him.
Take your first swing.
He will cast. He will use his free action to put Hexblade's Curse on him first. Before doing that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't hit advantage, but so 28 to hit.
Does hit. 21 points.
Sneak attack? Oh, is that 11?
One, he will use his reaction to parry. And after taking the first strike, will deflect the second one.
Yep, and that is my turn.
Oh, legendary action from the Supreme Commander is to command Jehote to take your head off.
Is that a spell command? It is, isn't it?
It's a legendary action for him.
Yeah, but is it a spell? Is he casting a spell to do command? Or is it just an action?
Action, it says here.
Okay.
Command ally. It's not the command spell.
Okay,
It's just the
that
fact
was
that
what I was trying to find out.
yeah, by virtue of rank, he basically goes, "Yo, bitch, do what I tell you." So on that note, Jehote gets his great sword and goes, "Part of the plan all along." Raises the sword up, gets ready to swing it, and then turns to the commander.
Advantage now?
Blocks it. Oh yeah, advantage. Just making it. Disbelief after turning around after giving the order, Jehote just starts lashing into the commander. Maka.
Okay, from my position, I will shoot with the firebolt the commander.
Oh, fire off.
Did you say firebolt or fireball?
Firebolt.
Okay. I didn't hear properly, so I was making sure.
18, bang on the money. So it hits. Even at that distance, you can tell after that last hit, that Supreme Commander now has went from prideful and arrogant and I can do this to, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Copy, you're up.
Right. So I'm gonna step forward there, and I'm gonna take a shot with my short bow at the command.
Fire off.
No, actually not short bow, just my pistol. And I don't get advantage, but it's flanking, so I do get sneak attack. $18.
Hits. And how do you want to do this? Because if I'm reading that right, that's 27 damage, and he's got 26 hit points.
So I'm just gonna wait for him to just turn around enough so I can see his eyes, and then once we lock eyes, I'm just gonna put the bullet through between his eyes.
Splatters his brains all over Cloud and Jehote, who then kind of just look at each other going, that happened. And the commander just drops to the floor.
And then I'm gonna take a couple of steps back and use bonus action hide, just like leaning against the cage, trying to make myself. No, I am absolutely knackered and scared of this whole situation at the moment. I don't do shit.
Stumble into the cage and just like, ow, ow, this is not good. This is not good. Sarah's turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Noted, having seen the commander just get felled. Version. So remind me again, Rebecca, what was it again? Investigation?
Investigation check. DC 16. So it's intelligence, just in case he doesn't have investigation. And it's his action to do it. Yeah, so he knows that's an illusion, but that was his action to do that, so...
Well, actually have him take off and start flying 40 feet up into the air. Toto, your move. Still got
Right.
the dragon hunters marked, just for clarity's sake.
Yep. I'm not going to attack it. I'm just going to move back to where Copy is. I'm going to look down at Copy and I'm going to say, I'm sorry, you were totally right. This is a fucking suicide mission, but I'm still going to cast Cure Wounds on her anyway.
Thank you.
Second level. So 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Just a little pat on the head from on top of my lion. And that's my turn. I'm basically just waiting for everyone to get back here to leave.
They be like using their action to dash as well and get like double speed.
Well, they were told get the fuck out of here, and it said adult red dragon. It's just
Yeah.
all the time. So yeah, they've been dashing on fuckers like get the fuck out of here, barbarians, but we ain't stupid. So when they get to the entrance on the south side, Young adults have now just joined the fray.
Just when I was hoping to get an early night.
Azzy, your move.
Okay. Right. So, let's see. Right. Yeah. Let's just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit. Two of them. What to do? What to do? Right. Let's see. Um. Right. Let's just try some. Right, Pillars light, strike my foe, and I'll cast guiding bolt at the dragon on the right. The young dragon.
Natural 20. Okay.
You get far too excited about a nat 20.
Yeah, well, I'm
Roll the
casting.
damage.
Yeah, I'm casting it at 3rd level, so
Damage calculation.
42.
42 points of radiant damage.
Takes it, yells it in agony, and has now got a shimmering effect over it with obviously guiding bolt.
Yep, so the next attack against it has advantage.
Oh,
That's my turn.
Elspeth, your turn.
So I'm going to move 10 feet in this direction. Cast haste on Cloud. And then run 15 feet backwards. To there. Oh, and I've dropped concentration on the green dragon. So green dragon doesn't exist anymore. And that is my turn.
Cloud, you've just watched the Supreme Commander get his head blown off after Johotei kind of softened them up a bit, and everyone's been working the tons on him. You've seen the two young red dragons now show up, and the green dragon illusion has now been dropped. What do you do?
Go fuck. First action, I cast Armor of Agathist on myself. And then shit, Cloud really doesn't know because he knows how difficult the last young dragon was. He just sort of looks at Jehote and goes, does that mean you're with us or you wanted new leadership? And is it, I keep forgetting his name, is it Marcus?
Marcus the monk, yeah.
Has he gotten up yet?
Yeah, he's got up. Yeah, he's been up. He's
Sorry, it's a little bit hard with the picture.
yeah. It's just that after the first strike on him, I was like, yeah, that's appropriate right now. He's just been yamshed, but up and willing to do what he needs to do. What do you do?
Yeah, I have no idea. Cloud will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 to about there. And he will hold his second action to attack something if need be. And I think that's all I can do. Just sort of tell everybody else to start to get a move on and watch the dragon.
Aka, your turn.
I will move away from the dragon. And that's all.
Oh, okay.
My turn.
Yep.
Can I see which one was guided and bolted?
Okay, the bolted, the one on the right.
I will just take a shot at it.
Take your shot.
22.
Damage is 26.
Yeah.
That dragon's looking awfully rough, Poison.
And just a quick question: would the pistol be considered a light finesse weapon?
Light, but not finesse.
Okay, if it's a light weapon, then I can use two-weapon fighting. Means I can attack again if it's I'm using a light weapon. Yeah.
I'll need to reload it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, you've already shot it twice, so you could still have got 2 more shots out of it.
Okay. So I can still take another shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take another shot. This is just a simple shot, normal attack. 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. Then I'll just kind of slink into the cage a little bit to give myself a little bit of cover. And that's my turn.
A little bit dicey. Let's see. Having now had a chance to survey this little skirmish now, Magmanar's been kind of looking at some of the party members with a bit of a wide eye. Realizes something.
Oh, fuck.
Well, something about some of you not only looking more familiar from when he bumped into you, but now that he's seen you all together, he's like, hold on a minute. And his head turns back to the cage that Visca's body was in. And in typical sort of villainous over cackling laugh is oh, how beautiful. And he now just kind of looks about at each of you and goes, I'm trying to remember what he had on that list. And the once cowardly little halfling who now has a penchant for killing. Vaccine, he turns back to obviously Cloud. Scary elf lady turns back to Maka. And in the arse, undecidedly treacherous one turns back to Copy. And then slowly turns to the last member of the party and goes, and the love of his life. And you can just see the the neck start to glow with that very telltale orange and red. Elspeth, please make a dexterity saving throw.
A 19.
As I was holding an attack, any chance I can like throw a dagger at him to like knock him off aim or something?
Make the throw.
How about
One,
no?
You go to throw it and it kind of, in the panic, it drops out of your hand.
Is that halved? Did I save on a 19?
Does not save.
I'm unconscious.
After he's finishing unleashing the torrent of flames, looks back to the two younger red dragons and goes, "Slaughter them all!" And at that point, we're going to call it a night.
Oh no, don't do that to me.
Sorry, but that whole to be continued thing just pops up, and we're calling it a night.
Shit.
I mean, at least we killed one of them.
I thought we weren't killing anything. I thought we were just gonna get the fuck out.
I was trying.
Yeah, we spent. Ah, man, we spent way too long fighting.
You guys were taking your time to get out.
We was waiting for everyone. I was at the door in like the first round, just waiting for everyone.
Yeah, literally, the moment the last lot of slaves got past me, I was going to start moving backwards, which I did do. Unfortunately, two red dragons appeared.
Worst
Yeah, I
part
didn't see
is,
that coming.
next round, Cloud is stunned.
Yeah, because haste dropped.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Mind if I skip next week, guys? I don't think I want to play anymore.
It's fine. I'm riding a lion. I've got this. I can't do anything, but I'm riding a lion.
I look like an old lady. It's fine.
But yeah, that was. I mean, the druid getting caught was one thing, but it's when everyone's like, "Okay, we're gonna get edgy, we're gonna get edgy, we're gonna get edgy," and I'm like, "Don't pick a fight, no."
We didn't really have any other choice.
Yeah, sit and wait.
Yeah, it wasn't really us choosing to pick a fight. It was the dice picking the fight.
I mean, to be fair, I think I'm going to be optimistic here. I think we've got this because we've got enough NPCs around us to do it. One of the dragons is almost dead. The other one we could do enough damage on. It's the adult one we need to worry about a little bit.
We don't need to kill him. We just need to get away from it.
We're committed now, Sam. I think we're killing them.
The younger ones, yes. I don't think we need to
the,
kill the adult one.
It would take way too long to kill the adult one, and plus we'd die.
Well, tune in next week for the thrilling conclusion to Tal'dorei Monday Delta Group.
As if I turn up next week. Anyway, night stream.